that is the road most people come in on, though you can come in 60 hits the business 60 hits main 62 or 60 also. There's bookstore, Seals Friendship Boarding, well, they didn't call it Friendship House, the Seals Boarding House and service station, Ma and Pa's restaurant that desperately needs new signage, but it's open and a good place. The mural as you come into town. Weaver Inn, that was highly recommended to me by all sources, but they were booked for this weekend. The bust of Laura, the town gazebo bandstand, the train tracks run behind, the Mansfield Historical Society is here, and the Sweet Nellie's that you hear about is right here. This is the bust of Laura in the town square. She is a duplicate of the one that they made for the State House, and it says she is the author of the Little House books, talks about the dedication date, and it is signed. Now, around this pillar is a series of plaques, there are a series of plaques with all the names of her books and the years, and it was in alternating colors, although it looks like they could use a little paint. And this is what greets you on your way into town. American Masters was here all weekend. One of many sites they're visiting, and they're going to end up with probably close to 200 hours of film, so we'll see what hour and a half they can get out of it, but I personally am very excited to see what they do. It is 12:20, and even though I didn't get to get everybody I wanted to on film this trip, I think I got all the pictures that I needed for ongoing projects right now. And it is 12:20, which if you subtract out the time I spent talking to the film crew from American Masters, that means I am right on time, or at least 5 minutes late. So I've filled up now, and here we go home. And I drove into rain. So it was raining pretty much all my way home, and I drove up first to Lebanon on 2-lane, and after that it was 4-lane pretty much all the way. I originally had planned to stop some places on the way home, but it just with the rain, I decided it wasn't worth it, and I couldn't use my cruise control, so my leg hurt really by the end of the day. So it is Jefferson City is where we are now, and it looks like we've driven out of the rain, and I stopped to get something to eat and go to the bathroom, and it was 2 hours and 19 minutes to Jefferson City from Mansfield, and at 2:40 we are passing Fulton, Missouri. You may not have heard of it, but this is where Winston Churchill did his Iron Curtain speech. Now, it used to take about 8.5, 9 hours to get from my house to Mansfield, and it actually is closer to 6.5 to 7 now, solely due to Missouri's epic amount of money that they must have devoted to roads in the last 10 years or so since I was there. So kudos to them. It was just lovely to drive in even with the storms, and you can see some of the beautiful Missouri countryside as we go along now. I was trying to think, while I just had a great time in Mansfield, I was glad to see the revised Wilder days, and I really got to do so many wonderful things. I was still trying to think, and meet so many people that I'd only known online, which was awesome. But probably my favorite part of the trip was getting to get my picture taken in the living room at Rocky Ridge Farm. That had been a long life goal, and I'm so glad that I got to do that. And I heard Pa's fiddle played several times, and there's just something magic about getting to hear Pa's fiddle played. On top, besides everything, that was probably the best. And I really can't wait until I get to go down to Mansfield again. I hope I will make it soon. And I hope that you've enjoyed coming along with me. And remember to brighten the corner where you are. I hope you're enjoying coming along on this trip with me, and that you'll remember to check out all the other videos from this trip, or any of the others. Check back on this video channel to find videos not only for the trip, but for all sorts of different things, including In the Kitchen with Laura and Trundlebed Trails. Then look for us all around the web under Trundlebed Tales, on our blog on WordPress, on our podcast on Blog Talk Radio, on Facebook, on Twitter, and on Instagram. And no matter where you find us, remember to click the bell, honk the horn, and subscribe.